morning guys, Sporty Cabalen here and welcome back to my channel. So for today's vlog, usapang negosyo tayo. Pag-uusapan natin, paano nga ba magtayo ng sarili nyong negosyo. But before that, let me share to you, katatapos ko lang mag-bike spinning for an hour. Mini-maintain lang natin yung heart rate na zone 2 at least for 1 hour para lumakas tayo ulit. Going back to the topic, pag-uusapan natin, paano nga ba mag-establish ng sarili nyong negosyo. Bibigyan ko kayo ng tips kung ano yung kailangan nyong malaman para makapag-umpisa ng sarili nyong negosyo. So disclaimer lang, hindi po tayo mayaman, kakaunti lang yung mga na-establish nating negosyo. So I would say, I have enough experience combined with yung sarili kong pagnenegosyo and pagtatrabaho ko to share yung mga kaalaman ko about, doing a business. Before anything else, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell para every time na may bago tayong upload, manonotify kayo. Samahan niyo ako, pupunta tayo dun sa shop and we will talk about these things along the way. So hopefully you'll enjoy this video and hopefully you'll learn. Okay? Tara, samahan niyo ako. Hi guys! Nandito tayo ngayon sa shop na ini-establish namin. It's a vape shop actually. We're selling vape juices and yung mga mods or pods na tinatawag. Even yung mga accessories like yung OCC. Hindi pa nagbukas yung shop, but soon, very soon, magbubukas na ito. Just a reminder, our target customers are those people who smoke. Bakit? Bakit sila? Kasi we want to help them stop smoking. Alam naman natin kung ano yung nagagawa ng smoking sa health natin. Even research shows that, vaping is safer than smoking. Okay? If you're not smoking, well, we don't encourage you to vape. Pero if you're smoking, we encourage you to, shift into vaping and then eventually, gradually, you can stop yung bisyo mo, di ba? Mamaya pag-uusapan natin kung bakit ganun yung advocacy namin. Kasi that's one tip that I can give in terms of, establishing your own business. So let's go back to the topic. Ano ba yung mga kailangan mong malaman when you want to establish a business? Number one, you have to know what business you want to establish. Okay? So usually madali na to kasi before you think of a business, meron ka nang ginagawa as a hobby or hilig mo talaga siyang ginagawa and then eventually naisipan mo na gawing negosyo ito. But there are things that you have to consider. Like for example, ano ba yung industry na gusto mong pasukan? There are 3 main industry na pwede kong i-share sa inyo. Let's focus on those. One is a service type industry. When we say service, it's like, you have a certain skill na gusto mong gamitin sa negosyo, then you can do that to earn profits. Like for example, yung mga mechanic, the car wash, okay? These are service type businesses wherein they sell their service and then they earn profit. Okay? The other industry is a retail or distribution type of industry. These are the groceries, the sari-sari stores. So ito yung mga businesses na they buy product from the wholesalers and then or from the manufacturers and then they sell those products to end consumers. Manufacturing companies or manufacturing industry. So if you're creating products, you were able to invent a product and you want to establish a business from there, then pwede kang magtayo ng manufacturing company. Okay? For small scale businesses, sometimes yung mga sa online makikita nyo marami nagbebenta ng mga pastries, mga cakes. So that can be considered as a manufacturing type, a small scale manufacturing type of business. And pag may orders, ganyan, they create the cake and then they sell the cake. So those are the 3 industries that you want to consider. And kung papasok ka sa negosyo, of course, you will have to look at your talents, you look at your resources, look at your expertise, kung saan siya magagamit.
A few minutes later.
The second thing you need to know in establishing your own business is you should have an idea how feasible is your business idea is. Like for example, kaya ba ng budget? Okay, meron ka bang sapat na resources to form that business? Definitely, if you're planning to form a business, the first evaluation that you will do is really, do you have the resources to form that business, diba? You have to know your target market. You have to know the potential of your product, yung demands dun sa product na create mo or dun sa service that you want to sell. And you also have to consider yung mga competitors mo dyan sa market. So those things will play big roles in terms of your profitability. So hopefully you're learning, hopefully you're getting something useful in this video, and comment down below if you have any questions, and we will try to answer those through other videos na gagawin pa natin. Alright, so the third thing that you need to know in forming a business is how will you make your business legal? So the first, you were able to identify your products or service that you want to sell. Second is the business that I'm trying to form feasible? And the third is, how will I make my business legal? You have to consider the registration, the government requirements. Comment down below if you want to learn those requirements, but let's focus on ano ba yung mga type of business na pwede nyong i-establish. There are 3 types that I will also share to you, and these are, number 1, sole proprietor. So if you're registered as a sole proprietor, there are requirements in the government para maging legal yung business mo. Partnership is the second. Okay? If you're forming a partnership business, you have to understand yung mga legalities around it. And third one is a corporation. So if you want to form a corporation, definitely there are other requirements that you have to meet para ma-form yung corporation mo. So let's focus on the 3: sole proprietor, partnership, and corporation. Usually, if you will form a partnership or a corporation, may idea ka na kung ano yung mga legal aspects na nakapaloob dyan. But for the sake of those individuals who want to establish their own business, let's focus dun sa sole proprietor, okay? Kasi usually yung mga maliliit na businesses o yung mga startups, halos mga sole proprietor rin sila, since that's the easiest type of business to form. There are differences between those type of businesses. Comment down below if you want to talk about the differences between these 3 types of businesses, and we can create a separate video to discuss that. Sole proprietor, it is owned by one person. So meaning, iisa lang yung may-ari. Okay? Or even though marami yung may-ari or marami nag-invest sa business, iisa yung legal owner ng business. So usually, ito yung mga small businesses, yung mga sari-sari stores, these are sole proprietors, yung mga battery shops, just like this one, vape shop. So we are registered as a sole proprietor business. Ano ba yung mga requirements? First is, you have to register the name of your business. Okay? In registering the name of your business, you will apply that saan? Sa DTI, dito sa Philippines. Department of Trade and Industry. We can do that now through online. Okay? So madali lang siya, and then you can pay yung registration through GCash as well. So that's the first step. And then second is, you have to apply for your local license or local government license, which is your mayor's permit. So paano ba yun? Pupunta ka sa munisipyo or sa city hall, and then you will apply for your mayor's permit, and usually they will ask you about the name of the business. Kaya requirement rin ng DTI. Remember, you have to register first sa DTI kasi yung name of business mo gagamitin mo na doon sa mga susunod na registrations mo. So mayor's permit, attached to it, there are other requirements just like the sanitary permit, and then that's for the cleanliness. Okay, they will inspect kung malinis ba yung facility mo. If you're a restaurant business, they will inspect kung yung mga gamit mo ay sanitize ba or malinis yung mga processes mo. And then there's also the permit for fire, okay, which is the what do you call this? The building will be inspected by the fire department to make sure na meron kang enough ventilation, you have fire exits, and in case of emergency, may mga protocols, okay? And even the fire extinguishers. Okay? So, yan yung mga requirements for you to have your mayor's permit as well. And thirdly, the other permit that you have to apply for is the BIR permit or yung BIR registration mo. Okay? On that registration, makikita mo rin yung mga taxes or they will let you know kung ano yung mga taxes na kailangan mo i-file. Again, the requirement is you should already have the business name. Attached to it na rin yung mga printing of the receipts for you to be able to issue your official receipts, okay, or your sales invoices. May mga accredited silang printing companies for you to be able to have your invoices or your official receipts printed. So that's the very basic of it. Hopefully may natututunan kayo, and if you want to discuss about these things in detail, just comment down below and we will create a separate video to answer your questions. Hopefully you're learning, hopefully you're enjoying, and thank you for supporting my channel. That's it, guys. So hopefully you've learned something about this video. So maraming salamat sa panonood. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell para pag may bago tayong upload, manonotify kayo. Maraming salamat ulit sa panonood. Yung mga next videos natin, back to cycling na ulit tayo. Thank you again, and thank you for all the support. And this is Sporty Cabalen signing off. Bye-bye!